Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's session. I'm so excited to have you all joining us today. Um, I hope you're well today. I hope you're doing great. I hope that your week started well yesterday and that you're excited about tomorrow being a holiday here in Kenya. So I'm really excited to have you. I will be taking you through today's session where we will be discussing matters Google Workspace, formerly known as the G Suite. So I'm hoping I'm hoping to be able to just have a wonderful time with all of you. I can see some people are already in with us. I can see Eric Odhiambo. Good to have you, Eric. Let me see who else is in the room. Please feel free to introduce yourself on the comment section and we'll be able to proceed with today's session. So, my name is Aline Ayira. I'll be your trainer for today, and my moderator today will be Leo Chola. So, ideally, she'll just be at the comment section helping you with any questions you might have. If at all I am not audible or you have any problem getting me, you can also just put it there and she'll be able to help you out and also notify me if there's any problem. So I'd like to see who else is in the room. Kindly just let me know who's there. Again, Eric, good to see you. Let me see who else is in the room today. Just put your name, the name of your business in the comment section. Tell us how the weather is today from where you're watching us from. Nairobi is pretty cold today. The sun is a bit shy. So we are just over here waiting to, uh, proceed with the day as is. Not very hot, not very cold, not very gloomy, not very bright. So we're just over here waiting to see how the day proceeds. I see Joyce Masharia from Grotech Nurseries. Karibu sana, Joyce. Joyce is all the way in Nakuru. She does wonderful work with selling of seedlings. Some of you who were here in our previous session might already know that about Joyce. I'm tempted to I'm tempted to go a little bit more into what she does because I find that very um, interesting what she does. So Joyce does a bit of tissue culture. So if you're looking for seedlings, more so things like bananas, pyrethrum, ornamentals, she's your plug. She's your plug. I see Red Spark Creatives by Esther. Esther, good to have you here. I am very excited to see you. It's been a minute. Yes, indeed. Which part of Nairobi are you in, Esther? That is called where we are. It is neither cold nor hot. We are just it's a perfect in between. So I hope you're keeping warm all the same. So good to have you here, Esther. Marianne Kariuki from Maxstar Limited. Marianne is one of the SMEs we have in this program, and what she does is that she sells flour or flour, depending on your primary school teacher. So she sells flour for porridge. So if you would be interested in that, you can also visit her platforms and check her out. Her business is called Maxstar Limited. Good to have you, Marianne. I see Mary Gashal from Keto Safaris. Good to have you, Mary. Mary is your plug. If you want to go to Diani, just call her. She will give you the best rates ever. Let's see who else is in the room. Uh, wow, Mary is in Mombasa. Mary says she's in Mombasa. So, Mary, you can take a few photos and share with us later from your holiday so that we can start calling things that are not as though they are. So, for those of us who are looking forward to get holidays, we can start, seeing it in the near future. So, yeah, Mary, how is Mombasa? Pretty sure it's hot, unless something has changed. But enjoy your stay in Mombasa, and thank you for tuning in. So I see. I'm still waiting for a few more people. Let's have 5 more people, and then we can proceed. Um, let's. I'm sure there's some people here, and they haven't told us where they're watching us from. So if you're here and you have not told us, it is you we are waiting for. It is you, sir or madam, we are waiting for. So let us know, let us know, let us know. Uh, yes, Leochola is saying she needs to plan a December holiday. You're late, Leah. You're very late. So Get on it very fast. Mary you should actually book her now before the December rates become 10 million shillings. Yes, so yeah. Leah, when you're going on that safari, please feel free to put me in your suitcase. I'm more than willing to accompany you. Uh, yes, Quito Safari is very saying the weather is beautiful, not too hot. That's a surprise. So I was actually born and raised in Mombasa. I haven't been to Mombasa for a few years. The last time I was in Mombasa was 2019, and it's because the weather messes me up. I come back blacker with a lot of blemishes, and I don't know, that whole situation just makes me dread going to Mombasa. Okay, so I see we have a bit of quorum here, so I'm gonna just kick this off. Again, thank you for joining us today. I'm excited to take you through our topic today, which is implement Google Workspace across your business. So at this point, I'd just like to share my screen so that we can begin our session for the day. Again, feel free to ask any questions, any inquiries. If you're having a problem hearing me or anything like that, just go to the comment section, speak to Leah Ochola, who is my moderator today, and she'll be able to assist you. So uh, off we go, off we go, off we go. So today, our topic is implement Google Workspace across your business. So I'm sure some of you already have Google Workspace somewhere, and many times you are wondering, this Google Workspace that Aline keeps talking about, what is it about? How can I use it? Who should help me use it? So today I will answer all those questions, and I hope that by the end of this session you'll have a better understanding, and when you go back to your business, you'll be able to implement it even better. So our agenda today would be three main things. So we will discover Google Workspace, and then we will see how it helps us boost communication across our business and how we can leverage on some of the tools that are there within the Google Workspace. So these are the three things that we'll be discussing today. And ideally, I will try and make it more practical. So at some point, I will move away from this presentation and just show it to you as it is. So you can grab a notebook and a pen for things that maybe you will need to remember. You can take a screenshot here or there just so you can remember some of the things. If you have a question, again, put it down in the comment section and my moderator, Leo Chola, will be able to assist. So one of the things we keep talking about here at Africa 118 is the mentorship program from Google. So again, if you ever need a one-on-one kind of discussion, maybe you want to talk to me, or you want to talk to Leah, or you want to talk to somebody who's an expert in any field, and you need a one-to-one kind of mentorship. So this is available on Google, and that's the link where you can be able to register for it. It is free. It is absolutely free. So if you're a small business, if you run a charity, if you're looking for, if you have questions that maybe you feel the program has not addressed yet, or it's above or beyond the scope of which the program offers, feel free to go there, and you will get experts who will be willing and ready to sit with you, have conversations with you, mentor you, walk you through some of the questions you might have. My moderator, Leah, will put that link in the description, or right there in the comments, and you'll be able to just click on it and apply for the program. So feel free to do that. It's a very nice program, I can say, because I have seen how it has worked so far. And it's a new program by Google. So take advantage of it. You never know. Maybe at some point they'll start charging, who knows? But for now, just take advantage of it. It's a new program. It's wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. So take advantage of it. So I'll just jump right back to our discussion today. So what tools are you currently using to communicate or collaborate within your business? I would like us to answer this question. So let's say Kito Safaris, Eric Odambo, if you are trying to communicate with somebody in your business, within the business, how do you communicate to them? I'd like to hear from you how you do this. Do you send WhatsApp messages? Do you send emails? Do you call them? How do you pass across documents from one another? I'd like to hear from you some of the answers. So if you have an answer to that question, please feel free to put it in the comment section so that I can see how it is that you communicate uh, with your brand partners or with your colleagues and your members of staff, if you at all have any. So tell me, how do you do that? How do you do that? Let's see. Let's see some of the answers that I will get. I see a few more people have joined us. Karibu, Velma. Good to have you here. So how do you communicate with your staff? I see Velma is saying she uses email and WhatsApp. Email, of course, is very good because it gives you availability of that paper trail. WhatsApp also is very good because it's very fast and you are able to just send a message and get feedback right in the moment. So thank you for sharing that, Velma. Barbara, anyone else? Which other uh, tools do you use or platforms do you use to collaborate within your business? Here at Africa 118, we are such Google Workspace people, so that's what we use mostly. I see Red Spark is also saying WhatsApp and emails. I don't know if there's any other person who uses anything else. We do a lot of phone calls also here at Africa 118 because you need somebody. We also use Skype every once in a while. So you want somebody to attend to something. Maybe you feel like WhatsApp will be distracting. So we also use Skype. Yeah, and there are many other tools that you can use. So let me just get back to our discussion for today. So there are very many tools, and today we'll just talk about the Google Workspace. So our first agenda is discover Google Workspace. So do you currently have Google Workspace? And how did you get it? If you can also just answer that question in the comment section as I proceed. So I will walk us through what Google Workspace is, and then we'll be able to get into the practicality of it. So I know some of you already have Google Workspace, the likes of Eric Odhiambo, who actually we will be using his account today to just illustrate how we can use the Google Workspace platform. So I know a few of you already have it. Some of you have expressed interest that you want it. To to just get that lesson in and proceed. So, what is Google Workspace? Google Workspace used to be called G Suite a while back, and then it was rebranded to Google Workspace, and it is a platform that allows you to access the Google products all in one sort of like repository. So it helps you to enhance productivity in your team. It helps you to store and collect all your information using cloud computing. It helps you to use other collaborating tools and softwares that will help you understand how your team is working and get optimum results from them. So this is a product that is sold and marketed globally by Google, and we as Africa 118, we are a Google partner, so we are also able to help you understand what this product is about and also extend the same to you. So I'd just like to get into some of the tools or some of the things that are available on Google Workspace. So this slide that you can see right now is a few things. I don't know if you guys know what these icons represent. So again, I would like to throw it back to you. I want to hear what out of those icons that are being seen over there. Let me know which one you know, and let me see what you do not know, and then we can proceed. So I see. Let me just go through some of the comments that you guys have shared. Kito Safari says WhatsApp. She uses WhatsApp mostly for communication. Eric says, I have two businesses in this program. Mindmax, which is an interior design, we largely use WhatsApp here because we have to share a lot of pictures. And then in Pluto's consulting, we use email. Thank you for sharing that. Jess Masharia says she uses calls, WhatsApp, and emails. Pamela, good to see you. You're not very late. You are just in time to catch up with us. Sorry, as we proceed. Silva Nahere, I am so excited to see you. You have no idea. It's been a minute, and I'm happy that you could join us today. Karibu sana, Silvan. So, guys, let me know what out of the icons that I'm sharing right now, which ones do you know? Please do not say Gmail, because I know all of us know Gmail. Gmail is the first icon over there. So let me see what else you know, so that we can get into it. So please share with me in the comment section. Tell me. I'm excited to hear what you know, and then we can proceed. So Eric Odembo is saying he knows Gmail, he knows Calendar, he knows Google Drive, he knows Google Sheets, the docs, and Google Meet. Fantastic. Well done, Eric. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He says 6 out of how many are these? These are 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 13. So 6 out of 13. Red Spark, that is Esther, says Google Drive, Google Meet, and Google Docs. Thank you. There's one that I'd like you guys to tell me. This one right here. So the first one on the third row, the blue, it's like a, you know, I don't know if I should call it a circle, but yeah, that blue thingy over there. Please tell me what that is. I'd like to know. And the last one, Red Spark says Gmail. Yes. Thank you for sharing that as well. So any other that we haven't mentioned? uh Leo Chola, you can give us more Kenya also, if if you're able to. So let us know which one you also know. So we have all those that guys have mentioned, but so I'll just mention what the one I was asking is. So that one is the admin, that leads you to the admin um platform of Google Workspace. And then the last one also, I haven't seen anyone mentioning it. It's called Jamboard. So yeah, we have all those tools, and I'm excited to just show you how all these things can help you. So I might not be able to go through each and every one of them, because I also know you guys know most of them. So Eric is adding Hangouts and presentation. Thank you very much, Eric. So yeah, I will just go through, some of the key ones, and then if you ever have any questions, again, you can always feel free to reach out to us, and we will be more than happy, really more than happy to assist you. So those are some of the tools that Google Workspace provides. We have the core functionality of the Google Workspace. So here I will just walk you through some of the different things that you guys have mentioned before. There's also a video just playing on the right, which will just amplify what I'm trying to explain. So some of the core functionality for Google Workspace, one is to create documents and presentations. So using some of the tools that we have talked about previously, you are able to create documents, you're able to create presentations that then you can share either within your team or even externally with people that you would like their contribution to that document. The number two, you can record, analyze, and present data. Most of you have talked about the Google Meet. So Google Meet is a platform that allows you to set up a meeting for people. The category that you guys receive can help you hold a meeting for up to 100 people. So you see, that's almost a conference that you can hold on Google Meet. So with Google Meet, you're able to, just have that information. You can set up those meetings, you can record, you can analyze, you can present, within the meeting. So that helps you with that. And then number three, we have brainstorming of ideas and managing projects, as well as storing your files and documentations. So using some of the tools that are also available on Google Workspace, you're able to invite people to come and work on a document. You're able to invite people to come and help you with managing maybe a project, or you can also manage that project by yourself. You're able to store some of your important documents. Maybe you keep applying for tenders and you keep losing where you put your KRA certificate or something like that. You're able to store such files using Google Workspace, so that you can always know, if I want my KRA certificate, I can always just go to my Google Workspace and extract it and share it where it is needed. Then lastly, you're also able to communicate globally with people. So Google Workspace is like a small meeting room or a small office. Let me call it a small office, where you have, you can literally run your business stress-free and hassle-free when you're using Google Workspace. So if you are in Kenya and somebody's in Malaysia and they need to work on a document, you don't need to wait for them to come back. You don't need to wait for them to wake up, or set a meeting at a time when the time difference is not so much. You can always just work on it, leave a note there, and when that person comes, they'll be able to receive your instructions and work on it. And by the time you come back, you are finding the changes that have been made. So that evens out the communication bit. So on to the next item, um, creating documents and presentations. So just what I have been saying, you're able to do that using Google Docs and Google Slides, and then you're able to record and analyze your data. You can use Google Forms and Google Sheets. You can also benefit. Some of the benefits of Google Workspace would include increasing the collaboration between your team, improving communication. You work smarter, and the security of all your information is even enhanced. I will let you know how that is possible. So I'll just go through them one by one. So in the increased collaboration, I believe I have sort of explained this as I was mentioning, the different tools. So Google Workspace will help you collaborate better with your team. You'll reduce the back and forth. The can we meet, you know, at this time with Google Workspace. You can even put it in the calendar. It's able to help you know at what time is everybody, free, so that it can set up a meeting. You don't have to keep saying, I'll get back to you, I'll get back to you. So Google Workspace sort of makes it easier. And then improved communication, again, using things like the Gmail, Google Meet, Google Currents, and Google Chat, you're able to just have a proper communication and streamlined flow of information. And then work smarter. Another benefit of using Google Workspace is that you're able to have a team that the workflow is seamless. You're able to see what everybody is doing. You're able to communicate, to collaborate, to have a central place where all your information is stored, and that way your team is working very well, and what we call working smart. Then the security bit, which is what I will just amplify a little. So Google has really worked, I believe, tirelessly to just make sure that information is or data is well stored. And because of that, they have made available things like the documentation, the files, and the console, the admin console, where you can centralize all your information, and you can restrict and allow as you desire. So I will show you how that is done in the slides to come, or in my presentation as we proceed. But we have also things like the two-step authentication that help you uh, to trust and know that your information is safe. I believe most of you have seen that every time, even when you buy a new device, let's say you buy a new laptop and you go and log in your email, your Gmail on the new device, it will ask you, are you sure this is you? So it might ask you a question that you had put in and only you know the answer to, or it might ask you to input a number that pops up on your phone, because you see most times your phone is also linked to your email account. So such like things is what helps you become more secure. So in the point where you get a message and it's telling you, are you the one who's trying to log in on this laptop or this tab? If it's not you, then at that point you already have an alert to either change your email, or change your password, or make the necessary steps to make sure that nobody else is accessing your account. So your security is guaranteed. So again, just a quick run through of how you can create a Google Workspace account. So this first step is to visit that link right there. And the next step, so when you visit that link, ideally what you will find is, instructions or the steps to follow that you can use. Then the second step will be to enter your business details. That's your business name, the number of employees you have, your location, and the important information that is required on that step. Then the third step is to add your contact details. So here you'll put your first name, your last name, and your email address. Then step 4, you will choose your domain. Uh, I know many people have a bit of a problem with this whole domain story. So a domain is a unique identifier for a business. So it could be Aline, alinebusiness.co.ke or .com, depending on how you prefer it. So you're able to choose your domain. And then number 5, you will enter your business address. And number 6, you will choose a username and a password. So most of the time, linking this entire process and linking, maybe you already have a domain but you do not have Google Workspace, just getting that linked together and working. Normally, for somebody who does not truly understand a lot about Google Workspace, they might have a problem with it. But that's why we are here to help you. So we have sort of, exempted you or shielded you from, trying to go through all these trouble. So that's why we help you with that. But that said, it doesn't mean that if you would like to access your account, you cannot do that. We give you the login credentials and you're able to just get into it and use it. So I will show you how to use it again as we proceed. So that's how you set up or create an account on Google Workspace. And then how do you get set up? So you create your business email, add team members and users, then migrate your data and import files. So all these things I'll just show you practically in a moment. But at this point, I'd just like to pause and check if any of you have questions, so that I can just go to the practical bit of it. So are there any questions? Any questions? Let me see what's happening in the comment section. I see John Wabire has joined us. You're very welcome, John. It's good to see you. Idowu Anazia, I want to get your DM direct mobile. Thanks for your response. Okay, okay. I see Kevin Akongo is here, CEO of Zealand Movers. Mr. Kevin, it's good to see you. Karibu sana sana sana. So at this point, I'd just like to show you how we can help you. So what I want to do is show you practically what this space looks like and some of the things that you can perform. And then from there, I'll just cruise through the remaining parts of this presentation, because I believe using this illustration that I'm going to show you now, you'll be better placed to just use the platform. So I hope my screen is now visible and that we can see what I am trying to share. Okay, I believe it is. So I will be using credentials for Mr. Eric Langley. So allow me to just fish that out so that we can use that. Mr. Eric. So Eric is one of our SMEs, and he runs the business we're using is where he runs an interior design shop. And in this interior design shop, what he does is that he sells uh, home stuff like curtains, curtain rods. He does floor to floor carpeting and stuff like that. So this is the email we used to create. I will not tell you what the password is. I will just put it directly without you guys having to see that. And Mr. Eric, after this, please, please, please change your password because I know it. Yes, 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 yes. So here we go. So I'll just put in the password over there and click next. Then I want you to see. Okay. So I will not go into the business of reading Mr. Eric's emails, but you see what is happening here. So you get this. Let me see. I hope you guys can see what I'm showing. Allow me to just share that once more so that you guys can see what I logged into. Okay. Just a moment. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So what I want to show you is um, Mr. Eric's G suite. So I'll just do that one more time. Okay, so allow me to just do that one more time. One more time. I will sign out from this account so that you guys are able to see, um, yeah, so that you guys are able to just see everything. Okay, so let's do this one more time. One more time. So I'll share my screen again so that you guys can see what I'm trying to do, and then we can proceed. So I will use Mr. Eric's account again. So it's info at mindmaxinteriors.co.ke. And then I'll just put in his password right there and click next. So that's what you guys should be seeing. So I know you guys can see um his what you're seeing is like the email dashboard, but allow me to just remove your focus from there for a minute. So when you log in, ideally you should go to the email. So if your email is so the email Mr. Eric will be sharing is info at interiors.co.ke, and when people send him emails, he'll be able to receive them over there. But then there is this section, you see this part over here that has, is it 9 dots? So when you click on these 9 dots, you're able to see all the tools that are available to you. So allow me not to go into all this. Let me just go to the admin because that's where a lot of the information is. So here's the admin. So when you click on the admin, um, I will share that again so that you guys are able to see. So let me remove that and share the admin one so that you guys can see how the admin part looks like and some of the functions that you guys can perform while there. So the admin console looks like that. And as you can see, it has MindMax Interiors as the name. So some of the things that Eric will need to do is probably add his logo or his face, or if you see, if you are the business and the business is you might not maybe have a logo, but you want to put your face, so you can add your photo. Over here you see where the E is, so you can add his photo over there, and then over here he put the logo for the business. But let me just get into the things that truly matter. So using Google Workspace, you are able to add other people to come and work with you. And Mr. Eric had once mentioned some of the people he wanted to work with him, and this is how he can add these users. I see he hasn't added them yet, but this is how he can do that. So what he needs to do is click this part here. So you can add a user, you can delete a user, you can update the user's name or email and stuff like that. But let me just go to adding a user. So when you say add user, this is what it will bring you. I hope you guys can see that very, very well. I see you guys, we are together. So let's say Eric wants to hire me, right? So he will put my name over there, Eileen, and then he put my last name over there, Era, and maybe I will be, using one of my names in the email. So my email will read Aline at mindmaxinteriors.co.ke. But then I need to be able to access this platform. So if he does not share with me credentials for me to access the platform, I will not be able to. So what Eric should do, he should come here and put my Gmail address over there. So I need to delete this because yeah, Eileen, like that. So he'll come over here and put my email address so that what can happen, an email is sent to me so that I can find the login, how I can log in and be a part of Eric's Google Workspace. So after you have put all these details, the phone number is not a must, but I will encourage you to put the email address, the person's current email address, so that they can get the credentials for them to log in. So after you have put all that information, you just say add user. Don't worry, Eric, I will delete myself immediately from this. So you see, my username here is Arlene at mindmax interiors.co.ke, and this would be my password. So what Google does is that it does an auto generation of password, so it looks like that. So you're able to just, because he had put the email, I will get an email giving me these credentials, and I'm able to log in. So that is how you add, a new user to your Google Workspace. And as you can see, so you see, it's asking here if he wants to copy the password and send to me. So at the point where Eric has sent me these credentials, I'm able to log in, and I will not have administrative rights because the Google Workspace does not belong to me, but I will be able to work on documents that he has allowed me to work on. So you see here, when I refresh this page, it puts my name also over there. You see that? So I'm able to log in and have access to this platform. At the point that Eric will decide that he wants to fire me, he can always go back again here, select this, and delete the users. So you can add as many users as you want for of up to about 300. So if you have a business and you have different departments, like you have the sales department, you have the digital marketing department, you have the admin, you have the finance, you are able to add all these users here, and then you will give them the permissions to work in select either documents or select groups as you desire. So you're maybe wondering, so that's how you add a user. Eric, allow me to delete this because we do not want Aline to come here and, you know, do you dirty. I do not do that though. So delete user. So when I delete user, you see, it goes back to that. So if you ever fire somebody, or if somebody moves to a new job, or something changes in your company and the person who people you've added are no longer there and you want to change, or it's easily done. Then we have here the groups. So as I was saying, you might have different departments in your company that you want to, make use of. So you're also able to do that. So you click there, create group. Then you can name the group, let's say sales department. And then the description, you say maybe all sales department, uh, all sales department work and documentation um, repository. So, well, the description can be anything. You can say the sales department is in charge of this and this and that. And then here, maybe the group email will be sales. So sales at mindmaxinteriors.co.ke, and then the group owners. So here you'll add the different. So supposing I had added all the employees as I was telling you, here I'm able to add the different. So you see, if I put E already, Eric's name pops up. So assuming I had Aline, I would just put Aline there. Assuming I had Mary at Mindmax Interiors, you can just come there and add. So you put all the people in the sales department there, and then when you click next, you'll discover. So let's use Eric as an example. So I'll say next, and then when you click next here, it tells you you can either restrict it to specific group, to the group members, group managers, and group owners, and the external people you choose to share it with, or you can restrict it to announcement only. You can restrict it to the team only. You can make it public, so that means everybody who has access to it can join. So you can customize it and decide which permissions everybody will have, and then you are able to just go there and say create group. And when you create group, you should also be able to just, let's say, create. So you see, sales department created. So when you go back to this part, you'll see sales department here. So at any point, Eric is able to add members, but he's also able to remove members. Maybe somebody moved on, as I said. So you can have as many groups or departments as possible. So you can have sales, you can have finance, you can have all those. So again, Mr. Eric, I will delete this group so that I do not mess up with whatever plans you might be having to create. So that's that. So that's how you can work on groups. Then there's this other part for organizational units. Again, you can add different units to this if you want. Maybe the operations, all those, the top tier management, you want them to have different, maybe you operate differently. Maybe there are people in the field, people in the office. You can also add that same way I have illustrated in the last two. Then you can also have an insight of the building and resources and some of the things that you might have. Then when you go just after, so all this falls under this part called directory. So you can get all this information that I've been sharing under this part called directory. Then we have devices. So it gives you, a list of devices that you can be able to use or access your Google Workspace with. Then we have the different apps that are available for Google Workspace. Then we have the security. So here we have things like the alerts. If you want to add APIs, some of the security rules, that are there, you're also able to just see that and implement. Then we have reporting, we have billing, we have account, and we have rules, or more so terms and conditions. So this is basically what the Google Workspace admin portal looks like. So as you can see, you're able to do a lot using that platform. And I hope that with that breakdown, you are now able to understand how you can do that. So again, allow me to just share uh, some of the different areas that you might, maybe you have concerns of how do I use. So again, you see, we've gone back to the email section. So at this place, you see, when I click on those 9 dots again, so instead of going to admin, now you see you can go to your Gmail and access the emails. You can go to the drive. So when I click drive, for example, it will open. Again, let me just share what will happen when you click drive. So they keep opening them in new tabs. So that's why I have to keep resharing the screen. But I hope it's not giving you trouble or anything. So yeah, so when you click drive, you see I'm able to come here and see what is available in my drive. So I can upload files. So I'll say here new, I'll click plus. Then if I want to upload, maybe I've worked on a folder in my laptop and I want to upload it, or a file, I can be able to upload that. So you see, it could be anything. It could be testimonials, it could be photos, it could be whatever you have worked on. So you're able to just do that and add it here. And then maybe you want to share a document with somebody. So you see here, there may be documents that have been shared with you by different people. You'll be able to see them. But if you want to share a document with somebody, you will always just click on that document. I wish we had a document here to use. Okay. Let me just close that. Okay, so let me try and put and upload a file. So let's say, you can see I have been doing the most here with things for our dearest Joyce Masharia. So I'll use this photo of Pyrethrum that I was trying to find for her website. Okay, So there's that photo over there. So I have this photo right here. You do know that maybe if you share a photo on WhatsApp, it will lose the clarity and stuff like that. I hope you can see that. Okay, so this is a photo of pyrethrum. Now I want to show Joyce that, hey Joyce, so there's this photo. Do you like it? Do you think it works? And maybe Joyce is in a meeting, or maybe she has traveled, she's on a plane, and by the time she lands, I might be asleep. So what do? I will come here and say share. You see this part over here, share. So when I click there, it will give me that. So to give me a list of people or groups that I can add. So let's say Uko, that our group for sales was there. So I'll just come here and say sales at Mindmax, and everybody who has access to that group or who is a member of that group will be able to see. Then if I want to send it specifically to just Eric, I can come here and send it to Eric. If I want to send it to someone else, I can come here and say copy link. So here, or it will tell you it is restricted, that only people added can open this link. So you are able to add the people that you want to see the photo, and they'll be able to see it, and that will, help you get the feedback that you need. So again, Eric, I will delete the photo of pyrethrum lest you become a pyrethrum farmer. So yes, so that's one element of the drive. So allow me to go back to our other elements. So that would include, let me stop sharing that, and then I will go back and share that, the other part. So that's like the, so I'll go back to the emails just so you can see again. So here we have Gmail. So what I clicked on was the drive, but again, I can click on docs and create a document and then share it the same way I have shown you. I can create sheets. I can create slides. I can go to the calendar and invite, somebody to a meeting, and it will go directly to their email, and they'll know at this time I have a meeting. And when they go to the calendar and set that meeting and add the people, and he can even put how many minutes to time he would like to be reminded. So maybe you guys want to be reminded, maybe you and your company, you want people to get reminders one day before, 30 minutes before, or 1 hour before. You're able to set that up, and exactly 1 hour or whichever time period you have set to the meeting, the person will get a reminder. So if this person is logged in on their laptop or on their mobile phone, they're able to see that reminder there and then. So it will come in form of like an alarm, so they're able to see it, and they're able to, make themselves available for the meetings. And then we have here chat. You can chat internally, departmentally or personally. Maybe I just want to talk to Eric alone, or I just want to talk to the salesperson alone. I'm able to pull up a chat and talk to them. Then Google Meet. So this one, you use it to create the meetings. So you can create a meeting and then share, the link to the meeting, and everybody can join. It's very easy. Maybe I can show you that. So let me share my screen so that I can show you how to set up a meeting on Google Meet. It's quite easy, so you wouldn't have to think a lot or scratch your head to set up a meeting. So when you open Google Meet, this is what you're going to see. I hope you guys can see it very well. So yeah, when you open Google Meet, that's what you're going to see. So here, you just come here and say you want a new meeting. Maybe it's an impromptu meeting and you want to create a meeting for now. You can just start an instant meeting and it will give you. Maybe you want to schedule it on Google Calendar. As I explained, you can schedule it, add the people you need to add, and they will get the information. Maybe you want to create a meeting for later, you can create, and it's simple, really simple. So let's try create meeting for later. So you copy this, you see this here, it means copy. So you copy that, and then you send that, whatever has been copied, you send that information to the people you want the meeting, the people you want to attend the meeting, and they'll be able to attend the meeting with you. And that's as easy as that. So that's all that you need to know about Google Meet. So basically, those are some of the tools that you can be able to get. I don't know if you guys have any questions, or am I too fast, or are we just doing right? So I've been able to just walk you through all those parts. So I don't know if you guys have any questions up until this point, But allow me to just again skim very quickly through some of these tools, and now you will understand how they boost communication, how they improve collaboration, and stuff like that. So again, I will share my screen one last time, one last time to just walk you through the different elements. So for boosting communication, the tools that are available, we have the Gmail, we have Google Meet, we have Google Currents, and the chat. So Gmail, of course, is sending emails to your colleagues or your counterparts, or your peers. And then we have the Google Meet, which I have shown you just now, which will help you with meetings. And then we have the Google Currents. The Google Currents is a tool that helps you with current news, and it helps you to know what is happening currently, and you're able to just use that information to circulate it to your team. And then we have the Google Chat, which you can chat one on one to help you with communication with your team. Then here is just a brief explanation of how Gmail works, which I know we know. Then another explanation for Meet, which I have shown you, and Currents, which again I have been able to explain, and the chat, which again you know and will be able to use it once you get there. So some of the top tips to maximize communication is one, to recreate in-person communication. Uh, I know that with the coming of devices and even with Corona, people were really scared of going outside and trying to have conversations with people. But sometimes you need that one-to-one communications. And I know sometimes we never thought that there'd be a time where you can have a meeting and create a strategy and pull something with your organization without meeting them physically. But with tools like Google Workspace, you can be able to recreate what a person-to-person meeting would look like, and you can be able to create that using Google Workspace. Then number two, it will help you stay organized. Number three, you can even create a mailing list and put them in groups and say these emails will go to our clients at this time, and you don't have to keep typing the different email addresses for your clients all the time. And number four, you can set up projects or team rooms where you can interact with the different departments that you have in your company. So I will just these are just pointers of how you can do that. And one of the tools you can use is this Google Calendar that you can see over here. And all these tools that are available on Google Workspace should be the reason why your company will be able to perform better. So you see, creating team mailing lists, some of the things that are being brought here. You can set status updates, you can share resources, you can increase visibility and foster a sense of community within your team. So you see here we have something like team@google.com or sales@google.com. So this could be team@mindmaxinteriors.com, sales@mindmaxinteriors.com. So team or sales at the name of your business.co.ke or .com, depending on what you're using. So you are able to do all these things using Google Workspace. When you're setting up a project, you can use some of the different rooms and tools that I have shown you, like Google Chat, and you can be able to discuss with your teammates, how is the project so far, what other new ideas might you have, what is it that you're doing that should be able to help you better with the project that you're trying to run. So at this point, I'd like to pause for any questions, if any. Let me go to the chat and see what you guys are saying. uh, Idua Idowu is asking, can I use my house address for my business online? Is it good or ideal? Um, Idua, yes, you can, but again, all this is dependent on whether you would want people to visit you at your house. Maybe at your house you have a section that you have set aside to look like a shop or a warehouse for something. So you can be able to do that, but that functionality you will get from Google My Business, but is now called Google Business Profile. So if you would like to do that, you can always use that. I don't know if there are any other questions. Thank you, Leah, for the good job you're doing. I can see you have already answered that question. Thank you so much. Yes. So I don't see you guys with any more questions. So allow me to just finish up uh, the last parts of this presentation. So, which tools can you use on Google Workspace to increase collaboration? Again, this I'm just going to repeat for emphasis so that you and I can understand it even better. So we have you can collaborate across your team or with the different projects that you have using different things. So we have you can brainstorm ideas, you can share files as I had shown you. You know how you will create a document and then you will invite other people to come and work on it. So you're able to do all these things. You can track the changes. Google Workspace is amazing that it will even show you what time these changes were made. Maybe somebody came and made a change 24 hours ago and they haven't worked on it. So that already tells you, how long this particular task will take you guys to do or how long it took you to do. So all these things you're able to just monitor on Google Workspace. So I will just again run through the slides because we have already discussed them. So we have something like Jamboard. I know we haven't talked about Jamboard, but Jamboard would help you. It's like a whiteboard. So you're able to come there and all of you can put ideas and all of you can put your um, thoughts about a certain project, and then you're able to work together to see how that can you know can come up. So it's like a whiteboard of sorts where I will come put my idea, Leo Chola will come put her idea, another person will come and put their idea, and you're able to come up with a perfect strategy, if I can call it that. Then we have the Google Drive, which again I showed you can be used to store some of the files that you might have as a company. Apologies for this. Yeah, so some of the things you are able to use are like Google Drive, where you can store documents or you can store even videos or things that you have done that you need to store. Then we also have um, options to tag people within a document. So let's say I'm working on something and I want Leah, for example, to come and help me, but maybe everybody in the team will see it, but because I need Leah's action, I can come there and tag her and say at Leah or Chola, come and do this and this and that on this document. So those are some of the functionalities that you can get. Then you're also able to track changes. As I mentioned earlier, if I come and make a change on Leah's document, she's able to see, Aline made this and this and this change, and this is where I'm going to pick it up from. So again, at this point, I'd like to pause for questions as we wind up our session for the day. I'm really glad you guys are able to stay up until this point. So I'll just go again to the comment section to see if we have any questions or anything to report. Leah, I don't know if you are all right on this end. I see Eric is saying is Google Analytics part of this space. So Google Analytics is a different uh, element. Google Analytics should ideally help you with seeing how like your website is performing. So that's slightly a separate entity, but you're also able to get Google Analytics just to help you see how your website is performing. And I believe that with this you will be able to see how many visits you get in your website, what is the journey of people when they get into your website, where do they go first, where do they land, which activities do they take part in. So that's more of Google Analytics than the Google Workspace. Google Workspace, I'd like you to think about it as a virtual office that has every department and everything that you need to use to keep your business running. So, as part of helping my moderator for today, please remember to sign in on this. There's a form that she has shared, the registration form for this event or for this webinar. Please remember to sign in and let us know that you attended. This is very helpful to us so that we're able to know who was with us for this session. We're also able to follow up and see how we can support you to implement some of these tools that we walk you through later. Also, please feel free to register for the mentorship program. Again, Leo Chola will share the link. She already shared at the beginning, but she'll share it again as we wind up. So please feel free to sign up for that mentorship program. And at this point, I'd like to share with you the next steps. I would encourage you to get more learning from our platforms. Leo Chola will share the link for that, but also allow yourself to go to what we have learned today. If you already have Google Workspace, please go on it and try and utilize it. Try and make the changes that you need to make on the Google Workspace, update it, make it make sense to you. If you have any questions, I'll be able to answer that as well. Then you can also feel free to follow us on our social media platforms. Leo Chola has already shared the links. We have Digital Skills AF on Twitter. We have Digital Skills for Africa on Facebook and Digital Skills AF for Instagram. Please follow us, and right before you leave this stream, please remember to hit the subscribe button so that you'll be notified every time we have a session for you to join. So if you find yourself with some loose 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you're able to come and join us there, and we'll be able to have a good time. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me today. It has been a pleasure taking you through this topic. I hope you have learned a thing or two. If you have any follow-up question, please feel free to reach out to your respective digital marketing strategist, and they'll be able to help you with it. Thank you for staying through the session. Thank you for engaging with me. Thank you for engaging with my moderator, Leo Chola. It has truly been a pleasure to walk you through this topic today. So have a wonderful afternoon and enjoy your Mashuja day tomorrow. Bye.